Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So are we primed for a 30,000% surge? Well, check this out, guys. This posted by Michael Branch. Greg Crypto here has given his analysis XRP The Next Kaboom. And he even defines what kaboom means. Now, what he's looking at here is the 100-day moving average, the 200-day moving average, and consecutively crossing the 300-day moving average. So kind of a perfect trifecta here for XRP to explode. The first kaboom pumped XRP around 47,000% from the cross. The second kaboom pumped XRP about 700% from the cross. So what he's looking at is this here, guys. And we've seen this in the past. The first explosion up here, over 47,000%, and then the 700% rally that we saw more recently. So then he asks 300, 3,000, or 30,000%. What are we likely to see? Now I have the XRP chart up here on the weekly. And I know we've taken this fractal in the past, taken a look at it, superimposed it on, what we are seeing today. And as you guys can see, look at that trend, looking very, very, very similar to what we saw back in 2015, 2016? Yeah, around late 2015, early 2016, before we really saw that explosion. And I mean, you can't miss it. I mean, the peaks, the valleys right in here, even reaching up to this same level here. Okay, you guys can see that. We are expecting another drawdown to the mid-30s, but then after that, guys, the explosion to the upside. So in particular, looking at the 100, the 200, and the 300-day moving average, specifically noticing that it did occur over here once, and that it did occur here once again. So those are two very, very defined moments in the chart history here for XRP. And I mean, guys, since we're looking at this, take into consideration throwing a Fibonacci here on the chart. You guys can see from that last trend up to the trough of the market down here, XRP did reach that full Fibonacci, actually surpassing that before retracing back to the 2.618 and then making that final move up. And so what could we expect here, guys? A similar pattern perhaps, bringing XRP up past the Fibonacci, right up here, reaching that ultimate target that we were expecting back during the last bull run, but that we did not, in fact, meet. So, if I were to take the Fibonacci and bring it all the way back to XRP's former all-time high, you guys can see we're getting almost up to the full Fibonacci when I use the real all-time high down to the trough of the market. So it is not out of the question. I do not think it is out of the question for us to see an XRP upwards of $12. The icing on the cake, however, would be getting it up towards $81 if we did see a final pump, similar to what we saw back in late 2017. Of course, that was coinciding with an altcoin rally. But anyway, going to keep my eye on the 100, the 200, and the 300-day moving average moving forward. I guess I should say right now XRP is trading just above 48 cents per coin. So with regards to the market, Bitcoin 2 is trading higher at about $29,300. Just get rid of some of that. You guys can see the trend is slowly moving upward. Again, this is on the weekly. We throw it on the daily here. We have been, last week was very, very strange, and I'm kind of happy we're closing that week out. But anyway, Bitcoin right now trading 29,003. Wanted to mention this, guys, too, with regards to a new hijacking scam. The Did You Know Gaming YouTube channel did recently get hijacked, and there is now a Ripple XRP scam being placed on that YouTube channel, similar to what happened to Brad Kimes a few weeks ago. But I mean, it's kind of unusual. You would think that they would try to focus on XRP-centric channels, similar to what they did to Brad, to kind of keep the audience engaged and fooled. But I mean, they're just going all over the place and hijacking any channel they can with an audience, I guess. Anyway, just be mindful of that, guys. Do not send your cryptocurrency to anybody. Justin Bonds here, too, also making a fool of himself, tweeting this out. BTC, XRP, BNB, and XLM are not DeFi. Okay, so he came out criticizing not just the XRP ledger, but all these other cryptocurrency projects. Naive Bay down here calling him on it, bringing up a Wikipedia article suggesting that XRP is in fact a permissionless blockchain, and Justin Bonds responding, Wikipedia might not be the best source of advanced blockchain fundamental analysis. I am aware that the XRP community believes that it is permissionless. I explained my reasoning for why I think XRP is a permission chain in more detail here. So he did post a tweet thread, a 14-tweet tweet thread. Of course, we get former Ripple exec firing back. Matt Hamilton did come out and call this guy out, as Matt Hamilton usually does, which I'm happy for because, there's so much FUD out there that, it's good to get a clear perspective from somebody who's actually developed on the XRPL. So Matt Hamilton rebutted, no, if you have a central authority who can dictate or can or can't participate, then it is not permissionless or decentralized. There's no such authority on the XRP ledger. The centralization debate surrounding XRP has been a hot topic within the crypto community for years, obviously, but we're still seeing FUD like this, unfortunately. So guys, just wanted to bring this to you. I know you probably already know this already, but considering the climate that we are navigating through with regards to crypto and legalities, the security debate, specifically in the United States, it is important to get, the definitions clear. Wheezy at Nerd Nation Unboxed bringing us some news. XRP can now be used to buy workout and dietary supplements via the Sum app. So a new development, guys, with a company called DBeast Co., a US-based nutrition e-commerce store and wellness brand, has incorporated Sum payments into its platform. This new integration will enable customers to purchase various workout and dietary supplements with assets on the XRP ledger, including XRP. So for you gym rats out there into your health and into the dietary supplements, you can now purchase them on the Sum app, and you can even use your XRP to do so. DBeast Co. announced the integration in a recent tweet. A platform snapshot shows that Sum has already been added as a payment method. Other payment methods include credit card, debit cards, Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. So just another integration here, guys, with the Sum app. Obviously, these developers working hard to create more integration with, the XRPL for payments. Also just kind of speaking to this point that Sum is an independent company, independent of Ripple, and Viitsvin has been developing on the permissionless XRPL for years now. So, just more evidence here refuting Justin Bond's point that the XRPL is in fact a permissioned blockchain. So I wanted to thank Wheezy for posting that. Wrath of Kahneman also bringing this up, guys, with regards to China Bank. Now, this is from a document either late 2022 or early 23. China Bank here does in fact, even though they're not a Ripple partner directly, they do talk about RippleNet usage with QNB, which we know is a confirmed RippleNet partner for remittances from Qatar to the Philippines in their latest annual report. So down here, they said, we partnered with Qatar National Bank to facilitate direct remittances from Qatar to the Philippines via RippleNet. QNB is the largest financial institution in the Middle East and Africa, while RippleNet is a globally recognized financial platform for fast cross-border transactions using blockchain technology. Knowing that digitalization is not just presence is crucial in providing more convenient, fast, secure, and affordable remittance services. We began the development of a digital adaptive remittance system to replace our current remittance system. So here, actively saying they are using, or they did use RippleNet for this specific remittance corridor. Again, I don't think China Bank is a confirmed Ripple partner, so it is interesting that they are mentioning the usage of RippleNet with QNB, which, we know QNB is, but it is interesting, and I gotta say that they are even mentioning RippleNet by name in this report. Makes me think they are likely going to partner up with RippleNet maybe sometime in the near future. So wanted to thank Wrath of Kahneman for that. And here you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Fed has actually taken responsibility for the crash of Silicon Valley Bank. Yeah, they finally admitted it. This one coming from Michael Branch. The Fed admits some of the blame. Okay, not all of the blame, but some of the blame for Silicon Bank's failure in a scathing report. So this report just came out yesterday in a scathing 114-page report. The Fed says its own supervisors were slow to grasp the extent of the problem of Silicon Valley Bank, and when problems were identified, supervisors failed to more aggressively enough to ensure those problems were fixed. The report says changes adopted in 2019 that exempted all but not the biggest banks from strict scrutiny, along with a cultural shift towards less assertive policing of banks, allowed problems at Silicon Valley Bank to fester until it was too late. And guys, here's a quote from Michael Barr, who coincidentally used to be on the board at Ripple following Silicon Valley Bank's failure. We must strengthen the Federal Reserve supervision and regulation based on what we have learned. So he was leading the review. Barr took over as the Fed's top bank regulator last July, as I reported in a video I did in the summer. Another quote, guys, we should not be punishing the many well-run financial institutions and the American public for these unique bank and supervisory failures. This coming from Senator Tim Scott. But Fed Chairman Jerome Powell agreed with Michael Barr that a course correction is in fact necessary. He says, I welcome this thorough and self-critical report on Federal Reserve supervision from Vice Chair Michael Barr. I agree with and support his recommendations to address the rules and supervisory practices, and I am confident they will lead to a stronger and more resilient banking system. So the Fed stepping up and taking responsibility, at least partial responsibility, for the Silicon Valley Bank collapse. I'm still of the opinion that there is, a lot more going on behind the scenes there. Crypto-connected banks were not destined for this new financial system in the United States, the legacy banking system needing to protect their territory through, means like the SEC, guys like Gary Gensler, guarding the door, so to speak. But you know what? It's coming to light here, and it's going to be very, very difficult to do this for much longer, considering the rest of the world is already moving on to DLT and blockchain technology and, open to private enterprise being part of this new financial system. I mean, even the WEF is coming out here talking about companies like Ripple in this particular report, pushing through undercurrents. Now, I believe this was from either late 2022 or early 2023, just from the way it reads here. But as Wrath of Kahneman mentions here, discussing decentralized CBDCs, the WEF report mentions interoperability with digital currency systems like Ripple and SWIFT. So you guys can see that down here, the interoperability of CBDC systems with other digital currency systems, i.e. RippleNet, and traditional payment systems like SWIFT, Target2, and Fedwire across regions should be a primary consideration to ensure uniformity of security standards. So, outlining Ripple time and time again, and we're not really surprised this coming from the World Economic Forum at this point. We know Ripple is a partner and has been a partner of the World Economic Forum, but it does speak to, a global adoption of, private companies like Ripple utilizing RippleNet. The central bank partnerships around the world obviously are, very, very apparent, have been for years now. Even down here, they list several Ripple partners. Also, they list the Algorand Foundation. If you guys are looking down here on this report, the Algorand Foundation also listed in this report from the World Economic Forum. So we know Algo, one of those WEF tokens, XRP, another one. So, definitely something to consider. Wanted to thank the Wrath of Kahneman there for posting that. More people are also coming out about the SEC's corruption. Like Aaron Wright, guys, this posted by Digital Asset Buy. Listen to what he has to say.
So what does it mean to be a decentralized network? So there's an ongoing conversation, both on Twitter and other forums, trying to figure out what that means. The SEC and other regulators may keep it purposely vague. They may actually not find many of these networks to be decentralized. So that gives the SEC, a bit of power here and the potential to actually become kingmakers or queenmakers or unidentified powerful makers in order to kind of pick and choose which technology we use.
So Aaron Wright's saying it here, the SEC is basically picking winners and losers. What the XRP community has been saying for years now, or at least ever since the Ripple lawsuit was announced. Mikkel here posting this, isn't Coinbase's delisting XRP a massive hole in their argument? So continuing on with the Coinbase and SEC story, and I'm going to be coming back to this. Michael, though, posted this article here and he highlighted a very poignant passage here, a very poignant quote. So Coinbase's decision to delist XRP weakens its Wells notice argument. This coming from Bill Morgan here, okay? He mentioned this on Twitter. And right down here, Bill says, bottom line, Brian and Paul either know XRP traded on Coinbase is not a security, or they know that other cryptocurrencies on Coinbase are securities. They cannot have it both ways when you make such a submission in your Wells notice response. So they're kind of, as I was mentioning in yesterday's video, which if you guys didn't catch, I will link up here in the top right-hand corner. They are kind of painting themselves in a corner, so to speak. They aren't being very clear on, the process of choosing cryptocurrencies. If they are, in fact, they did. We know, as we know, they did, in fact, list XRP at a certain point in time. Then they removed it. But they're also saying, our process is so rigorous that we would never have listed a security without knowing it. Yeah, right. So back to Mikkel's tweet here, posting Bill Morgan's tweet thread about this. And guys, this will all be listed in the description of the video if you want to go back and see the exact argument here that Bill outlines. Seriously, if Coinbase is going to run this argument in a defense to a claim by the SEC and mean it, then it's a decision to delist. An ongoing decision not to relist XRP is an entirely inconsistent and inconvenient fact. Let me just rephrase the submission to reinforce the point. Now, Ashley Prosper here chiming in on this. That's why Coinbase should be praying to God that Ripple wins and XRP is deemed not to be a security. Then they can say we delisted XRP out of an abundance of caution, cowardice really. But as we said, we do not list securities, and the court has agreed that XRP is not a security. The future is here. Responding to this, Judge Torres will probably take months to make her play. She's probably waiting for Congress to decide on what to do with crypto in the States and then make her decision. Okay, now, a lot of us, I think every single one of us XRP hodlers are waiting at this point for a verdict on the Ripple SEC lawsuit. And, to my point earlier on, if you were thinking, it's crazy that XRP could go up 40,000%. Guys, I don't know at this point. I personally think anything is possible. And with a verdict and with that certainty, considering all eyes are on the industry and considering, guys, let's remember, okay, back here, this was just retail FOMO, bringing XRP as high as it went back in 2016, 2017, and in early 2018. Retail only. Now, if we get clarity on this, not only will retail be FOMOing into XRP, I'm sure a lot of other people just, in crypto in general will be FOMOing in, even if XRP wasn't on their radar before. But also, guys, think about the institutional money. Once there is a significant verdict on XRP, the institutional money could flow in. And this is why I say, $12, $81 even could just be the beginning. So from the technical analysis perspective, the 100, 200, 300-day moving average looking to converge here, did converge for 47,000%, and then again during the last bull run. But guys, at this point, we were still suppressed by the lawsuit, and we're really just waiting for a judge's ruling. Ashley Prosper responding down here, July 4th is the 6-month list deadline for summary judgment. I doubt it will go past that. So Ashley Prosper predicting July 4th. Even Ripple in their latest report, I'm not going to read this article, but it is listed in their latest report. If you scroll down, Ripple says it anticipates a summary judgment decision for XRP lawsuit in 2023. So they're keeping it pretty vague, but they are fairly confident within the next 9 months we are going to see a verdict for XRP. I just wanted to go back to this point here. Where was it? This point that, who was it? The Future is Here posted. Judge Torres will probably take months to make her play. She's probably waiting for Congress to decide what to do with crypto in the States and then make her decision. Well, Stephanie Starr also kind of wondering what the heck is going on here. And Capton mentioning the same thing. I'm waiting for the government to be ready to implement crypto. I can't allow crypto prices to rise before traditional financial markets are ready to buy in. Sorry, not sorry. A bit of a joke here, pretending to be Judge Torres. So, this is on our radar, guys. Is the judge actually looking for a meaningful bill to be passed by Congress? And guys, could we get that in the next couple of months? This from Cryptic Poet here on Twitter. Congressman Patrick McHenry, listen to this.
Over the next 2 months is report a bill out that deals with both the capital raising piece for digital assets all the way through how a product can go from a securities regime to a commodities regime, and also at the same time preserve our right around products that are neither neatly into a securities or commodities regime, and the ability for people to exchange those things. So those are the two pieces of news: the joint hearing, and then our time frame. And our time frame is a purposeful one to get fast action out of our committees. We've worked on it. We've worked on these matters for months, and in fact years, in coming together with policy. But we're going to have public hearings for the next couple of months and and build out a bill that deal out of the Ag Committee, now the Financial Services Committee, that does what is necessary for bringing clarity to digital assets.
Did I hear him correctly? They are going to be working on this bill over the next couple of months, and hopefully over the next few months, they'll pass something meaningful. So, I could see if Judge Torres is waiting for Congress to make their move. The pressure is on, though, guys, for XRP. What do you guys think? $12? $81 per coin? Or $589 per coin? Tell me down in the comments what you guys think. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.